Ladies and gentlemen, you all knew this day would come. I had faith, I held out my candle of hope, and thus the prophecy has been fulfilled, and so I must act as per my promise. Okay, pessoal! Cue the roll call!
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect.
Show running super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse, Ultracaster, Gar.
Respecting the source material, Ringcaster, Henshin.
Casting, criticism, comedy, chaos.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome everyone to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 443. It's episode...
Gibble.
Yibble!
It's the Gibbles.
Yes!
Jesus, 443.
And that's just the regular show. That's not counting Extra or Enter the Amazons or Silver Medal or all the other shit we did.
Wow.
We've been doing this for a while.
We're almost One Piece level of dedicated.
But we're not Yu-Gi-Oh level.
I just can't believe next year. I can't believe next year's going to be our 10-year anniversary. That's fucking insane. I tell people that we've been doing it for like 9 years, and they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "That's incredible." I'm like,
You'd think our audience numbers would reflect that. I'm not bitter.
I mean, it's okay. We have a lovable fan base.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, we are sort of a one-trick pony.
We are a very niche target audience.
We are a semi-trick pony.
Our target audience is the non-toxic side of a fandom of Japanese superhero shows. I'm surprised we have any audience.
Anyways, welcome everyone to Radio Sentai Castranger. We are a bunch of stock henshins that get together every week to talk about Super Sentai, Rider, and a third thing.
Hashtag confirminated.
It's a very special week because I'm very happy, which we'll get into shortly.
Also, I'm on vacation for a week, so that's exciting. And it's my birthday come Monday, July 10th. So
yeah!
I'll be 34 years old.
Happy Lane Day.
Yeah, so on Sunday I'm going to Toronto, where me and Ichi are going to go dinner at one of our favorite restaurants because it's let me down.
Yeah.
Go to the grill.
The grill.
The hell was that?
Oh, yes, Paul's here over Discord.
Yeah, Paul's here over Discord instead of being in person.
Yeah.
Thank you, Derek.
And Emily is not currently with us this week, but there was mention that she may join in later. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Guys, we should all do an in-house podcast next week. Because I realize Lane's going to be down. I'm going to be down for TFCon. Let's do it.
All of us in the same place?
Was there
that'd make Ichi's fucking life.
just like the old days?
Can we?
I mean, we can.
Yeah.
I'll be coming down, so.
Yeah.
Bunch of dudes in the same room.
No, sounds kind of gay. Thank you, Simon.
Wouldn't be me.
Think of all of that body heat.
There definitely isn't years and years of recorded evidence.
No. Sal just walks in. Oh, there's a
If Sal, you know what? If Sal would show up too, I would not be surprised.
Yep.
We're all perfect. We're all complete strangers, mind you. We this is our whole friendship has been an elaborate ruse.
It's all a
When
lie
we
for the
finish-
cameras. The second I stop recording, we are strangers.
Oh yeah, no. Paul and I do know each other from high school, but I paid him to be my friend for all these years.
It's true. I mean, he's he's kept me comfortable for quite a while.
He's
So
kept me comfortable.
I've made you feel better about yourself all these years.
you keep telling yourself that.
Anyway, so this week we are talking about Geats, or actually King-Ohger episode 18.
You spoiled it.
Geats episode 42, and the Geats Hyper Battle video. I forgot what it's called. Something about all guys or something, featuring
all guys dancing, featuring Buff or Ouja something. I don't know. I chose the Hyper Battle video because today is also a very special day. New Ultraman Day.
It's tonight is the premiere of Ultraman Blazar.
After watching the Hyper Battle, video, I had canon that the name of it is Kamen Rider Geats Hyper Battle Video : This is bullshit.
Because it is.
but it was fun bullshit, very fun bullshit.
No, I mean like bullshit in terms of Buffa being angry at everything.
Well, yeah, he's always angry at everything.
Exactly.
He's
all right.
At himself.
He has to look inward and find out why he's really angry at himself for failing to save his dead friend.
He wakes up and looks in the mirror and be like, ah, shit.
Another day of this again.
Oh, great.
Yeah, every single day he wakes up and he's just like, with this shit again.
AKA every weekday of my life.
Must I?
Must I?
Michinaga, are you okay? I don't know, Ace. My favorite point of the day is the few seconds before I realize who I am in the morning.
I thought you were going. My favorite parts of the day are the moments where I blink and don't have to look at you.
those groggy few moments before my brain collects itself, where I'm foggy and I don't remember exactly what's been happening to me, but my brain is kind of resetting. That's what I yearn for. That's what I want.
Those delightful.
Where I can't remember the horrible bullshit that the desired brain tree has put me through.
Those beautiful moments of morning fog.
The greatest words I've ever uttered. Huh? What? Where?
All right. Well, before we get into episodes, we've got some news stories to talk about.
News moment. I'm sorry. Just one more though. He touches the ID core. Why does he keep punching me in the dick? Ace just kept punching me in the dick.
All right, so our first story, we've talked about this plenty, and there's not a lot of new information regarding the Geats movie, but I wanted to mention this article because they specifically mentioned the special giveaway item, the core ID that is going to be Geats' movie form, and now we know the name of it, Kamen Rider Geats Oneness.
I just realized the black and blue freaking Scourge ripoff here.
Yeah.
You know what I think it should have been called?
That's just Terra Phaser.
It should have been called Geats Star of the Stars form. Also, okay, I just noticed this. So, no joke, I took the screenshot. There's an advertisement for Crocs, and there's literally X Geats colored Crocs.
What the fuck?
That's so funny.
Damn
cookies!
Yeah,
read my shit.
I hid those on my own. But yeah, so now we know the silhouetted movie form is Kamen Rider Geats Oneness.
And it's the black and blue one, right?
No, that's Cross Geats. He's the villain of the movie.
Ace would fucking call it that too.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't have a form called Ace form.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe for the crossover movie.
That's the silhouette. And looking at the silhouette, it looks like he's going to have a side cape, which I like.
I just noticed it's the same colors of fucking Terra Phaser.
And, well, I was thinking Dark Drive, but also that.
His final form is going to be called Kamen Rider Naruto. Fuck it, I don't know.
Nine Tails form.
I mean, his final form is literally Nine Tails.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just he's just building up to being Naruto. he's going to be the Hokage one day. He is the Hokage now.
If his next form has
reality.
If his next form has the word spiral in it, I'm calling bullshit.
What if he's the anti-spiral?
Oh
no!
By the way, Gurren Lagann's 2 movies are getting a 4K remaster for the show's 15th year anniversary.
I have not seen a single thing of Gurren Lagann.
Oh,
really?
What?
Yeah, I know.
It's one of the best, man.
The only scene I've ever seen was when they actually like combined when they weren't supposed to.
That's all of them.
No, but like the first time they did
on
it.
a shirt. Believe in the me.
That series is all about forcing things to kachak.
And then Raven spoiled for me that it's like, oh yeah, they get like a robot that's the size of the galaxy. And I'm like, oh.
Which they're releasing a figure of, I saw.
I remember when we were like way younger, someone came up with like a version of the Green Lantern oath that was about Gurren Lagann, and it was spiral energy shining bright, anti-spirals flee my sight, crashing heavens near and far, Green Lantern core. Who the hell do you think we are?
That's good.
Amazing.
That fucking works. I'm glad we got recorded so I can write that down later.
All right, next news story. They have announced the Premium DX Memorial Laser Raise Riser, aka the version that comes with the Premium Kekra and Baroba Raise cards, but only if you pre-ordered it between July 3rd and 5th. So if you haven't by now, fuck you.
Oh, those are gonna go fucking high on the market.
Why such a narrow window when the whole point of re-releasing it was to get the premium cards?
Don't worry, we'll get a V Cinema where they'll get premium other versions of the future riders, and then they'll release it again with all 4 premium cards.
I don't know who said in the Discord, but like someone said like I could just make copies of these cards and make them like usable in the Laser Raise Riser.
I'm actually wondering if the sounds for premium forms were in the original version, because like
no, this one has a setting. It sets to them.
I was gonna say like you'd think someone would have hacked those sounds by now.
Yeah, no, this is like an updated version that uses those cards.
So they actually made a separate version of the Laser Riser with the sounds programmed, and then restricted the means to access those sounds to a 3-day pre-order window.
Yes.
Wow! That's some predatory shit!
Scam. Yeah, it's bullshit.
Merry Christmas if you got the cards. You fucking
they're just creating scarcity.
I don't care for these new forms as much anyway, so I'll just keep my normal Raise Riser I have.
We'll talk about the actual forms when we talk about the Geats episode.
Yeah.
I just find it sad that of all the future riders, only one of them's a real freaking suit.
Yep. The others were CGI monstrosities.
And Kamen Rider Kekra we only saw once, and only one time. At least Kyun we saw 2 times.
Yeah. So let's see. Aside from the appearance and other difference, updated transformation finisher sounds, premium forms, blah, blah, blah. It has a dialogue mode, which has 2 modes, one of which has the characters say various lines, including how they say Henshin. Premium Bandai web exclusive, 5,500 yen, which is pretty good. Releasing in December. So Merry Christmas to anyone who managed to get it.
I'm sorry. I see the thumbnail for the 4 of them talking about it. Kikara's actor looks like he just he would have a smoke on him while he's talking about it.
He looks so bored.
Just cigarette in hand. Just all right. Let me tell you about this shit.
You're not gonna believe this shit. Let me tell you.
You only got 3 days to pre-order my special card.
Wow, Kyun's actor looks really handsome there, actually.
Which one's Kyun again?
He's the second one.
Yeah.
Beside Jean.
Oh, the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kekaro's actor looks like the guy who would be selling you scalped like versions of the cards.
He kind of has that vibe.
I agree that he'd have a cigarette, but he'd also be outside the actual. Like after he's done shooting, he's outside.
Like with
scalping merch.
With such a short fucking pre-order window for this, you better be handed the cards and the item by one of the actors themselves.
Hand delivered.
Make it worth it.
Hey kid, want one of those premium cards?
Yeah, Kegger's actor's just like, hey, you want to be a fucking Kamen Rider?
You want to be a Kamen Rider? I got what you need right here. He opens his jacket.
You want a lock sleeve? You want a lock sleeve?
Hey, you want to buy a sundial?
He hands you an envelope. You're like, oh boy. You open it up, and it's just like paper versions of them, like poorly drawn.
He's running away and he shouts, "No refunds."
No refunds.
Lefty loosey, righty fighty.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
sounds like Ryuki in that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fucking devastating. Next, speaking,
Boxes.
we have as we all knew they were going to do. They released the Geats version 1, and now we have the mission support boxes for Buffa, Tycoon, and Nago.
No. But what I hate about these so much is that it comes with a little thingy to put the core in.
Oh
I've
yeah.
been wanting this for my fucking Gracier core so I can display my driver in the box.
I'm surprised all the boxes don't come with these.
Right?
Actually,
should've.
well, the thing is, like, there's the one box where the support items come in when they do a mission, and then there's the other color box, and I generally can't remember which is which, and that was the one where they would get their belts. So there is a reason.
The yellow one was where they got the belts. The pink one was the mission item.
Yeah, and which one did you get?
I got the yellow one.
So so if the yellow one's the one where they get their belts, and you didn't get the thing for the ID core, then that is bullshit.
Yeah, it's bullshit. I mean, like, I've been trying to find where I can, like, the material so I can get it and make my own, but, like...
This feels like something Etsy would cover.
Yeah.
But not...
I'm sorry, but I gotta pull the Toy Story 2 clip. It's a box.
Oh, yeah. And what else is interesting is it comes with the Desire cards for the DGP and the Desire Royale. So
I want to live in a world where I own every single Toku toy.
have they released the Desire cards before? I don't think so.
No, we could probably make them easily. Ichi, you could make them.
Oh man!
You know
All
what,
right,
we should make our own, and then we should tell everyone what our desire was.
Oh, like at the end of the talking about our Geats, like as a discussion, like we just say what our desire would be. That's interesting.
Or rather, what will our desire be for the next Kamen Rider show?
Ooh, well, I already know what mine is.
6,600 yen. So that's like what? $80 for boxes?
80 bucks.
80 bucks.
80 bucks for 80 boxes.
And it's releasing
$1 in it.
It's releasing in November, so just in time for you to pack an actual present in and hand it to someone.
Merry Christmas. Oh, you shouldn't. Oh. Another Kamen Rider toy.
Another sword.
Try it on.
Okay.
Thanks, Peter. Go ahead, try it on.
Okay.
Oh, a human. Oh, a human thumb. Where'd you get this? It was on sale.
It's on eBay. Oh, God, Lois, get an ambulance.
All right. This next isn't really a news story, but something I saw on Collectibles. So Korea has its own version of Ouja where they've been adding more of their own variants of cube animals, and I wanted to highlight this one because it's fucking awesome. So they have a variant of cube whale, and it's just cube Brachio, and it transforms into Brachio Emperor, and they even have their own original little piece that goes on top of it to make the head. It's fucking awesome.
Why does the chest look like it's got the goose from Untitled Goose Game? Like that, literally. I like the Goose Megazord. It's
a platypus.
But yeah, there's one.
They had like a rabbit, a bald eagle, or orangutan.
A lot of them are palette swaps and like similar animals.
I love they made the platypus one actually like parry the platypus colors. That's amazing. They knew what they were fucking doing.
Oh no,
you're so smart.
That one was always blue.
I'm pretty sure that one is the same color as the original.
Oh,
But like they got like a white version of the lion. They got a bald eagle instead of hawk. They have like a black shark.
no, it's not. That's not a white version of the lion. That's a rabbit.
I
You
know.
can see the ears.
Oh, I didn't notice the ears, but yeah, they turned lion into rabbit,
Into a rabbit.
and then like all the cubes have letters instead of numbers.
J for Jumbo.
The Ouja toy line sucked, but I'll give them props for like creativity.
I actually like these. I think it would be awesome for people who already have the Ouja toy line to collect these as well, to just have like everything. You know what I mean?
Oh no, this would make amazing combos. That'd be
Yeah.
really cool.
Tosai Zuo is a Triceratops, Stegosaur, and Mosasaur. That's awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that real quick. I think that's pretty cool.
These make me think of. Remember when Dino Charge was airing and Bandai released all those like original like Zord toys?
Vaguely.
Like it was pretty cool. Like they made like more Zords. I think people in the comments or in our live chat remember them. Yeah, see, one that remembers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry.
All right, next news story. They're doing Nendoroids of Shin Kamen Rider.
Oh boy,
So, if
so excited.
if you like the seriousness of Shin Kamen Rider juxtaposed with the weird, creepy adorableness of SD figures, there's something for you.
Okay, at least the like Ichigo one comes with the jacket. So
Yeah, they have the
cute.
jacket.
That's cute. Okay.
Is there an image? Where is that?
They're in the news links chat.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The eyes
Hang
light
on.
up. That's cool.
Hang on. Keep talking. That's good because like Paul will help me understand this.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just a reminder, everyone: Shin Kamen Rider comes out on Amazon Prime in.
So I saw this. They are releasing this as an upgrade for the SH Figure Arts. So apparently this happens in the show at some point.
What?
He's just in a wheelchair.
What the fuck?
I was like, what am I missing with this show?
It's not
What is it?
No,
official.
I know, but when did he ever go? When was he ever in a wheelchair? Why was he in a wheelchair?
Oh, Black Sun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say.
Okay,
but,
it's a spoiler, so we're not going to talk about it.
Okay, but anyways, I just saw that and I was like, what the fuck? So they're releasing, they're an unofficial third-party company is making a wheelchair for your Black Sun figure if you want.
Or fan
That's
project, it
fucking
seems.
funny. That's hilarious.
That's
Wow.
how I'd want to pose mine. Pose mine in the wheelchair.
So yeah, the Shin Ichigo Nendoroid is 6,900 yen, releasing in December.
Nice.
And then
Amazing.
also in Showa related news, we have a CSM V3 belt, the Double Typhoon.
It looks gorgeous. So, for those that don't know, Kamen Rider V3 is Shiro Kazumi to transform
mean
into a cyborg. He
I fucking love the thumbnail of the video. You see the guy promoting it in the video. He just looks so tired.
I mean, that's probably V3's actor.
Probably.
Yeah. What the fuck?
He looks tired. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, because he's old.
I know.
Of course he's tired. I'm turning 34 and I'm already tired as shit.
But yeah, it looks gorgeous. I love it. I want it.
It looks really good. Oh, if they did Super One's belt.
This is to commemorate V3's 50th anniversary.
I hope we do the Rider Man helmet.
That'd be fun. The texture and appearance of the
you know
belt.
what? Do the helmet, but also have it come with his his hook arm.
Yeah. It's got windmills and light in the center that spin and light up during the transformation. The belt is made of genuine cowhide leather.
Cool. Oh, those so many cows died to bring us these belts.
Takushi Hongo and Ichimonji Han.
Ichimonji Hanji?
Yeah.
Ichimonji, that's Ichi's name for him from now on.
Hayato Ichimonji.
Ichi Hanji.
Ichimonji.
Ichibranji.
But yeah, he's just. What do we build his. Wait. Hayato, what do we build his belt out of? Look at the cow out front.
Some of the BGMs included in the item are Tatakai Kamen Rider V3 and Shonen Kamen Rider Taino Uta.
Both sung by only the BMG. I could have sworn Tatakai Kamen Rider V3 was sung by the King. I can't remember his name.
Akira Kushida?
Yeah, no, the one that passed away.
Yamagata Yukio?
I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
Mazinger.
I got all those people mixed up.
Yeah, Ichiro Mizuki.
Oh, Ichiro Mizuki.
Ichiro Mizuki died? Holy fuck.
Yeah, throat cancer.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
I know.
Yeah. He passed away in like December.
Yeah, so
he at least got to see Mazinger's 50th anniversary.
Nice.
That's good.
So this belt has 2 modes, normal mode and dialogue mode. Transformation sounds, finisher sounds. When the reverse double typhoon is activated, the windmill will rotate in the opposite direction. That's cool.
That's so rad. I want to collect these good quality Proplica Showa belts. My white whale, like I said last night, is buying Kamen Rider Black Sun's moving parts Proplica belt. I really want that. But it's so expensive, but if I was to collect anything, it would be stuff like this.
Yeah.
Stuff like authentic cowhide belts, Proplicas, good quality fans that are authentic to the way they look in the show / movie. That's awesome. I want that.
My favorite part of all of this is that it comes with the battle hopper.
I was gonna say it comes with the V3 hopper, a stick item used by V3, has sound effects of V3 hopper and scramble hopper.
So what he would do in the show is say if the Destron mutant fought him and he sort of left him for dead, V3 would come up and be like, I have to get them fast. He would pull it out, point it to the sky, and say, battle hopper. Press the button on it, or it would be like a flare gun in a sense, and his motorcycle would drive to him.
It looks like
the battle hopper is Black's motorcycle,
or not battle hopper.
The V3 hopper.
Like V3's motorcycle would drive to him.
Okay.
This V3 hopper stick thing looks like, the first impression I get looking at it is a neuralizer from Men in Black.
I'm gonna have to watch this video.
I thought it was a perfume container. Personally,
right? The hurricane.
The smell
I saw it and I was like, oh, V3 brand perfume.
The smell of justice.
Someone should take a clip of Tommy Lee Jones or Will Smith using the neuralizer and then just cut to a shot of just Ultraman growing. That'd be funny.
Lane, no.
What? Come on.
No. I only say that because freaking Will Smith is a fan of Ultraman.
Oh.
And there was a rumor for the longest time
that's hot.
that he would be in Ultraman.
Ultraman Will.
The most
He's gonna write an Ultraman rap.
No fucking way. Wow.
That's amazing.
What the fuck?
There's also a video of NSYNC singing with Ultraman too.
What?
Yeah, hang on, let me find it.
All right, well,
NSYNC.
NSYNC. Anyway, so the V3 belt, CSM version, premium Bandai web exclusive, 39,600 yen, so over $400. Releasing in January.
Worth it.
That's just...
Happy birthday, Gar! Pre-order.
Oh god.
No.
All right. Well, that is the news.
Now,
Backstreet Boys.
Let's get on to the excitement.
All right, so we're gonna break tradition a little bit, and we're gonna talk about King-Ohger first because we got some shit that needs saying.
The Fresh Prince of Land of Light.
In fact, I'm gonna take us in. Ogai Buso!
Yeah, headphone warning, everybody.
So, I was on my way back from spending last weekend with my family having dinner.
Uh-huh.
I pulled into my driveway in front of my house, and I see a message pop up in the Castranger group chat
from me,
from Lane, saying, Ichi!
You're gonna want to see this.
And what do I happen to see but a video of the just aired King-Ohger episode showing us the transformation of King Ohger. And lo and behold, as I prophesized, it's a stock Henshin!
Yes.
You did it.
We
finally
got one! And then, that was not the end of it! Because I scrambled inside my house to immediately download the episode to watch it raw, as I have done every week since King-Ohger started. And before the opening song even plays, Gira does a stock Henshin into his normal Ohger form. And I fucking lost it. I don't know how I didn't get a noise complaint from my neighbors. I was shrieking like a little girl and just, oh my God. It took
only imagine.
It took 18 weeks, but we finally did it. And hey, let me be real. Once I came down from the hype, I will be the first to admit that this wasn't up to the standard I was hoping for in terms of its quality. I was expecting something a little more graphically involved with the animations and a beautiful CGI background of the kingdom of Shugadam or whatever the fuck. But at this point I'll take what I can get, and holy fucking shit did this make me happy.
Yes, and I proceeded to immediately send Ichi a link to Ohgercalibur to purchase.
I said on Twitter publicly and on Castranger weeks ago that if they ever did a proper stock Henshin, I would buy the Ohgercalibur, and like you heard at the start of the episode, I immediately purchased it, and it showed up yesterday.
Amazing.
Well, Ichi, I can just tell you, I am extremely, extremely happy for you. So,
all right, this is the next step. Now I need the others. Let's see the others.
I want to see the others.
I will say I was immediately taken down a peg to see that Rackley's didn't also get one. But me, anyone who saw my tweets over the last weekend saw that I edited my own version by just changing the colors from red to gray.
I appreciate you doing that. Thank you.
And the tweet of me freaking out about Gira's normal form stock Henshin, and my subsequent tweets of the Racules version of the Henshin, and then me putting the two of them together into one video, have been going kind of viral for the last week.
Yeah, you're actually kind of making people realize, they're like, yeah, wait, what? We haven't gotten to stock Henshin. What the fuck?
See?
No, and again, I'm glad you held on faith, Ichi. Who knows? They might have done it at some point, later. But I saw this immediately. I was like, oh, it's a stock Henshin sequence. Ichi. I remember I think it was me and Gar and a bunch of the others were recording something, or we were watching a movie or something on the Ultra Ranger group, and I was just like, I swear I can hear Ichi shrieking right now.
I can hear him shrieking,
and I hope
everyone shrieking all the way from the future.
I hope everyone appreciates that I have spared your eardrums for the most part and not squealed at top volume during this recording.
Thank you.
I literally spent all of last Saturday night getting the screams out.
So that's what that was. I could have sworn I heard something very shrill on the wind.
Now, so this not only was the debut of a stock Henshin for Ohger, but we got the debut of King-Ohger. Oh, it looks so fucking good.
I think I mentioned this briefly when we talked about the suit last week, but as weird as it might be, I prefer Rackley's version.
Uh-huh.
I know.
It's so dope.
Not only
Not
only does it look better for not being all one solid fucking color, but the helmet on Rackley's version has all these accents that Gira's version doesn't have. It's got the Kuwagata claws, and then what I can only describe as the villain mustache.
Yeah, he's got like an evil villain mustache.
I hate it. I hate the mustache.
No, they're horns. They're horns like on a beetle.
No. Every single time they do anything even vaguely Caucasus beetle related, they always freaking throw a freaking mustache on it. And I hate it.
See, I would agree with you, Carl, because I also hate Kamen Rider Caucasus' design, but this is Rackley's we're talking about, and Rackley's does no wrong, ever.
I don't... Rackley's has done everything wrong.
Yes, it's what makes him a badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Anyways, this form is gorgeous. I'm almost tempted to get the lance myself just because I want the crown.
It's on. Really it's cool. On my wish list. I kind of want the crown too. It'd be a nice. Yeah. It'd be a really nice desk piece.
Yeah, I will admit it'd be a really nice desk piece. I'm very tempted.
But yeah, so
it's Kirby merchandise.
But yeah, so Gira and Rackley's Henshin, and of course Daigorg is freshly debuted and wants his pound of flesh, as it were. But Rackley's refuses to back down and just pulls the fucking crown out of his ass that he's apparently had this whole time. Which
yeah, it's the hasty family heirloom.
I guess it makes sense that he's had it because he is the king, and I guess it also makes sense that he's never had to pull it out because every time he's fought Gira, he's dummied the shit out of him. He's never needed a power-up.
But did he just bring it with him this one time, or does he always have it with him in fucking asshole space?
I think it's safe to say this is a Hammer Space thing. But yeah, so he transforms into... This is the funniest fucking form name in all of Sentai. King-O Kuwagata Ohger, which means this is King Stag Beetle King Ranger.
Yep. But then he, like, uses this, like, devastating fucking Hisatsu on Gira, and, like, the only way I could describe my reaction was what I post on Twitter, which is, like, what this character from Coming to America just doing this fucking spit take. I was like, holy shit, he fucking wrecked him.
Gave him the fucking snips.
Gave him the fucking rider cutting. Yeah, essentially, like Jesus Christ,
that was badass attack. And then you just see Gira crumble to the ground and unhinge, and just thinking back on the other times he's fought Rackley's, and I just picture Gira on the floor. Oh, I'm bad at this.
Also, I quickly gotta mention now, poor Jeremy. He's so broken
I
now.
Fucking love this episode because Jeremy finally realizes how much he sucks!
I love even the summers were like, I was trying to be the king of everything, ruler of everything, but I'm just the screwler of everything.
Wow.
That's the subs I got.
Yes, you are.
That summer took some liberties.
Yes, you are, Jeremy. Just get over it. We need your help.
I mean, hey, I mean, hey, points for managing to pull Gira out of that fight and bring him to the others. He has some use.
But yeah, I love he just realized how much of, like, everything he's been trying to do, it made it worse.
Yep.
Like, so much worse.
Like, I like the fact they're acknowledging the fact that every time he takes center stage, he talks a really fucking good game. Like, he was saying that real good shit a minute ago, and then he fucks up. And then everything goes to shit. And
listen,
he's slowly running out of reasons to talk shit.
Listen,
I appreciate that. Listen,
Jeremy, you're not the protagonist of this show. You're the Sixth Ranger, so just do what you're meant to do. Have a cool design, cool toys, and sell new toys.
And supplement the lore.
Yes.
And you know what? Sometimes Sixth Ranger does wind up equating to new protagonists, so I can understand his confusion, but this ain't that situation.
And sometimes you just get Kanalo again.
Oh.
Nothing. You know what? As someone who's seen every Sentai with a Sixth Ranger, Kanalo is dead last.
Yes,
That's
she's
awesome.
The worst 6th ranger ever. And then again, my favorite, which I need to show Paul one day, I need to show him Noelle. I feel like he'd love Noelle.
I'm still on the boat of Misao is the best.
Oh, Misao's in his own separate tier. Yeah.
Sure.
I like Lupin X, Patron X.
But yeah, so Gira gets kumoked away, and then someone already posted earlier, but we just get this shot of Heracles in his brand new shiny super form that he debuted out of nowhere, standing there with his 2 amazing swords, just like held out to the side. It's just like, well, this is awkward. What do I do with all this?
What do I do with all this badassery? Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool, man. Oh, he's so, and we're never gonna see this form ever again.
Maybe not. Who knows?
No, this is gonna be like Gigantic Guyver, where it's like the 2 of them share it, and like they're gonna wind up having it at different times during the show.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. This is my Laser X for like figure art wants. Like, I'm at Ichi levels. I want a figure art of this, but I will never ever get it.
Of King-Ohger Ohger?
Yes, it's just such a fucking badass goddamn suit.
You know what? I like it to the point of I would be super happy for you if it came out as well.
Yeah, no, but you know what? We know we're getting Ohger Ohger as a figure art because it's the fucking easiest repaint to do. So I'm buying that figure art for sure. Yeah, no, they're doing it. They're fucking doing it.
They already teased it.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Tombo Ohger.
Yeah, they teased it when they did. Look out at Ohger.
Though I do want it to be Tombo Ohger for Ichi's sake.
I would, yeah.
I just want a green Ohger.
You deserve to have a figure of Blades and Tombo Ohger side by side.
I need my 2 blue swordies.
Yes, you do.
All right, so then we get a scene where Kaguragi, who I would like to know what the context of him bringing this quote-unquote offering to Heracles is, because they let him bring all that shit in for some godforsaken reason that doesn't get explained.
Probably just like monthly offering.
This is a monthly tithe.
Well, because like remember, tofu's the kingdom of food, so probably the food from tofu is like exquisite, like it's good fucking quality ass produce.
You know what it probably is?
I'm still gonna say this though: the sheer fact that Kaguragi Dabowski brought in a whole bunch of containers of God knows what, and nobody searched it, just goes to show that either he is doing his job very well, or the people of Shugadam are fucking idiots.
Why not both?
A little bit of both.
It's kind of both.
Yeah, I'm just like, why would you not search? He is known for his trickery. If I was Heracles and no matter how much Dabowski was kissing my ass, I would be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna have those searched.
I also like that Rita shows up to try and arrest Heracles, and the fucking knights of the Shugadem army just like chase her off. What? You mean I can't walk in and arrest your king for amazingly bad crimes? I'll be back.
I'm pretty sure King-Ohger could have taken all of them anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would actually be a declaration of war.
Yeah.
So
but we'll get to that next episode probably. But so when Heracles is talking to Kaguragi about this crown, they mention something very interesting that I think isn't given enough attention. He mentions that the crown has the power to control Shugadam, and I think what we come to understand is this is how he's been controlling the Shugad specifically. Not only King-Ohger Zero, but remember that time when he took over the 3 deities?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this gives him dominion over Shugods in general.
Yeah, whereas Gira has some sort of innate power, which I still think is powered by the Kuwagata gem inside him because it's not in the cockpit. Heracles is using the crown, the symbol of the leader of the king of Shugadam, to enforce control over King-Ohger Zero and whatever Shugods he takes control of.
That's cool because the crown is a symbol of royalty, and that it would simulate the idea of divine right to rule. So that's awesome.
and
Yeah,
obedience.
good imagery. Yeah. Like, I am king because I'm king. You obey me because I'm king.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm asking questions.
that was really funny too, where like his like Hercules' advisor just goes like, "Did you have to tell him all that?" And Hercules just like, I spill shit to that man. I can't help it.
He's so beautiful. I can't keep secrets around that man.
Well, it's because like it's because Kaguragi's good at like twisting his words around and then making you say shit that you probably or later will be like, "Oh fuck, why did I tell him that?"
Kaguragi
That's why I would have everything that he brings into my kingdom searched.
Kaguragi is god tier at sucking up and persuasion. Like, this man has a plus 20 to persuasion rolls.
Also, the Gira contacts fucking Kaguragi and just goes, "Dude, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think your sister's up to something." And he's like, "Oh."
That whole speech that he gave amounted to, she was crying. I don't know why. Okay, bye.
And then you just see like him like drop a backdrop behind him, and I was like, "Wow."
I like literally I
Man,
don't know
just
why,
prepared.
but like just I don't know why, but just the like audio clip of Izuma going, "You get any better, let's go."
Wow.
Like that played when like the backdrop dropped. I was just like, yeah, it's all I heard was, well.
The funniest shit in the whole episode is after that call, Kaguragi and his ninjas go, "Well, off we go a-stealthing." So they poof, which is a thing they can do, I guess. I don't know if we've seen them do that before. And then they re-poof like 20 feet further into the throne room and suddenly just look to their left and there's like 20 goddamn soldiers there.
Oh, that was so funny.
Along with Mayor Mayhew.
Did you not see them while you were invisible, you dumb fucks?
And they had the nerve to be like, "Oh, it's just Kaguragi, it's fine."
Oh, we were just leaving, actually.
No, it was like, "Oh, we're just off for a walk," and they turn and go in the opposite direction. Like, that's gonna convince them. We were just having a leisurely stroll through the throne room. No big deal.
Sightseeing, really?
Yeah, Seven's right. Kaguragi is a good liar, but not a good ninja.
No, he has more of a samurai kind of vibe to him, too, so...
No, Kaguragi is a politician through and through. He's not a good ninja, but he is a very good politician.
Well, supposedly he was like a leader of this fucking rebellion that rebelled against the fucking previous ruler, so he's got some kind of fucking
And again, I want to point out, while they were explaining that, there was no visual flashback on screen, so that could still be a lie.
That could still be bullshit.
Never trust anything that comes out of Kaguragi Dabowski.
Yeah, never trust Kaguragi Dabowski.
Well, the story was told by his minions, but who knows if they were telling the truth.
Yeah.
They were hyping.
Yeah. But yeah, and so... Kaguragi gets basically arrested in the middle of the throne room, and then Suzume shows up and goes, "Well, I'm a candidate for to marry Hercules, so I'm basically queen. I'm just gonna sit right here on the throne."
Yeah, it's funny. It's really good. I like her. I like her actress. I like that. I like the where she's going with this. It's hilarious.
And never trust Dabowski or his bullshit.
Yeah. And I love this like coded trickery spiel they get up to, where she tells him to bow and act like a bug, and that's her secret way of getting him to notice the button that reveals the crown lands.
I loved her laugh. I loved her laugh so much, where she was just like,
He's all, yeah.
That's her version of,
Is it just a thing where Dabowski family members have their own One Piece laugh?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? There you go. Kaguragi Dabowski is a fucking One Piece character. Holy shit. You fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
He's just this like conniving guy who should be in the fucking land of Wano and just like punking the fucking Straw Hats.
No, he's just on GQ though.
Yeah. So there is a bit of an inconsistency of some sort that I want to highlight here. So So Kagaragi finds the crown lance and then this deduces that the crown lance is the key needed to access King-Ohger Zero or pilot it or activate it or do... Basically, you can't use King-Ohger Zero in some capacity without the crown lance. But during that part of the episode, Heracles has already deployed in King-Ohger Zero, but the crown lance is in Shugadam's throne room under the throne. So if we're to believe that the crown lance is required for the purposes of using King-Ohger Zero, how did Heracles get into it and activate it and then put it back under the throne?
I think it's the crown.
No, yesterday I actually posited a quick theory as to why that could be, and I think it might be because of his custom Ohgercalibur. His Ohgercalibur was we got to see that. That
was my assumption because we know for a fact, because we've seen him do it on screen, where you use the horn on the caliber, and if you hold it, that's how you summon the Zords. We've seen him do that before. But what I think that the Sorry, go ahead.
I think that his Ohgercalibur, it may not give him dominion over King-Ohger Zero specifically, but it does give him dominion over the shoe gods that make it. And that's enough that he can pilot it.
I don't know if it needs to be differentiated that much. What I'm going to go ahead and file this as is what I think happened is the crown lance is needed to access King-Ohger Zero, and once it was open, he put the crown lance back under the throne and then proceeded to deploy.
Sure. I'm just thinking about the logistics because they've mentioned on a couple of occasions that his Ohgercalibur is not only custom made, but it has special functions that other ones don't, as I recall.
Yeah, because Kagaragi mentions that during his previous visit to Shugadam, he found King-Ohger Zero but couldn't access it, and his theory was that the crown lance was needed to access it, which is sort of proven by the fact that Kagaragi got into it with the crown lance.
Yeah.
But my assumption up until this episode was that the Ohgercalibur Zero was entirely what was needed for all King-Ohger Zero purposes. So
here's what I think it is. Think of King-Ohger Zero like a house. The lance is the original house key, like the one that was originally made for the locks for the house. The Ohgercalibur Zero is like a copy made from that. It's not exactly the same key, but it fits the same locks.
I'd have to take a closer look at the lore of the Ohgercalibur Zero from the Heracles special, because something like that could be the case. And I might be remembering
it wrong, but that's just what I've been thinking.
Let me be clear. I am fully 100% aware that I am far and beyond overanalyzing this.
No, listen, we're doing a podcast about a show. We're talking about the show.
This show is rocketing, absolutely gunning, barreling, devastating everything in its path towards its destination of becoming my favorite Sentai of all time.
Shit.
It hasn't beaten Magic Ranger for me yet.
And such as I do, when I love a show, I hold it to the highest scrutiny. I pick it apart like it's a fucking frog on a science class table.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I either roast or I pick apart things that I truly love. Sometimes both.
Paul, I really feel like you need to watch Dawn Brothers, man.
I would love to see Paul's thoughts on Dawn Brothers.
It is a fucking experience. It confused Ichi so much.
But it was so good.
The sandwich episode, man. Dawn's sandwich.
Oh my god. Let's not open up old wounds, please.
Anyways, also I loved Himeno's hair this episode. It was fucking gorgeous. Like, oh my god.
See, that's the one obstacle towards stock Henshins is the fact that Himeno has different hair every 2 weeks.
You know what? Just make several shots of her in a different hair.
And you know what? If it means Himeno gets to be fabulous, we can do without.
Oh, it was also adorable when Yanma's like trying to explain to Gira, and the Gira's like, huh? Or no, it was like they were explaining to Gira, like Rita was explaining to Gira, and then the Gira's like, huh? And Yanma's like, giving you permission to kick Hercules' ass, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god!"
But don't kill him though.
Yeah, don't kill him. And then I love it. Gira just finally has the moment where he just goes, "You know what? I am going to become king of Shuganem." And I was like, "Yeah."
Hey, look where we knew he was going the entire time.
And then we got his stock Henshin
And
into.
I'll say that's exactly. Maybe the background could have been more animated, like I said earlier, but that is what I imagine when I think of a Sentai stock Henshin.
Yeah, no, it was pretty badass, and like the suit looks good too. Like Raguliz's looks better, but this one is also like just under super good as well.
Let's be real. Having a person in a full Sentai suit put a tiny little toy crown on their head looks really fucking stupid, but that's so on brand for a king themed Sentai that it makes it totally okay.
Yeah, and it's also like that motion of just them putting the crown on their helmet just makes me actually want to fucking buy this toy.
Right?
So I can fucking do it too. Put
You're
this
right.
tiny little crown on my head.
Toku in general has always been about this is so fucking lame that it circles all the way around to awesome.
Right?
Exactly.
And you know what? You're right. If there was anything that could embody that, it's this dinky, stupid crown thing that they just stick on their head and turn into badasses.
And then you get a nice bright red poking stick to go with it.
And like the animation of the crown like expanding and like combining with his helmet, that was so good. I love that.
Oh, it's great. And then, okay, let's get to the fucking mech. I honestly am surprised that there is a practical suit made for this thing.
It's so busy. There's so many things sticking out in every goddamn direction.
I just love the tarantula's mech is just fucking smacked onto the back of it, and then its legs are just shoulder cannons.
Yeah, we talked about this last week, and I fucking hate it. The tarantula is a goddamn backpack.
Yeah, Decker apparently got the full fucking set.
I saw, and I also
really cool.
like they got so ambitious with this design that they literally took 2 out of the 5 main swords and stuffed them into the back where no one could see them. Tombo and Papillon are not visible from the front. Unless you count the little dick-looking thing sticking out between its legs. And Ant. Also Ant.
I'm sorry, Decker.
Complete non-factor in this design. They could have found somewhere else to put them.
It just got in, pointing its gun out from the back, just like, I got your 6.
Like, how awesome, like,
still love it.
Perfect example. We could have stuck Papillon on the front on top of Hopper, and we could have stuck Tonbo on top of the Kabuto cannon.
You mean Hopper?
Yeah.
Fucking love that.
I don't know, I seen the combined form now reminds me of Shinkenger.
Oh, Tenku Shinkeno? I also hated that design. It protruded so weirdly out in the side directions.
I personally like it. I especially like how in last week's episode, Jeremy, I almost call him George, Jeremy just was like, I'm going to combine all of them together with my webbing.
He was literally holding them together.
No, he's just like, all right, let's do it properly this time.
And Kira was like, you know your design that you did? I'm going to steal that, but make it better.
Wait a sec, guys. Something went wrong. Let's take it back to step 6.
This will always be the best Shinkenger mech.
Daigoyo? That thing was awesome.
No, Daigoyo was amazing.
Goyo de. I'm surprised.
Look at this.
I'm surprised I'm remembering all these old Zord names.
Well, you love Shinkenger, man.
Yeah. I just look at this new form and I'm just like, oh, with the lance and the gold armor, and I'm like, oh, somebody just wanted to make a Sentai character who was Gilgamesh from Fate. Okay, gotcha. That's awesome. Like I just look at the lance, like the big pointy blood red lance and the gold armor and the laughing and I'm king of everything. So I'm just like, oh, so the final form of this entire thing is just Gilgamesh. Got it.
Ichi, you said that mech was protruding, but then clearly you forgot about this one.
Oh.
Oh, no. No, that one's still the worst.
Clusterfuck Kaiser.
I love good cool Kaiser VSX.
No, it's stupid. The fact that
The fucking rod is jutting out of its goddamn heel.
Yeah, it's got extra weapons.
No. You want to know the dumbest part about it, Lane? Okay.
It wasn't practical.
No, Grand. It works with CGI.
Yeah.
It did not work with toys.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know. I built it one time and it was barely able to fucking stand up.
You can't move the damn thing.
No. But again, yes, it's not the greatest looking mech, but I appreciate it for what it can do. It is a fucking beast of a mech.
You know what? I think next year we should do like updated discussion topics.
Yeah, like see where we are with our favorite stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
been long enough.
sorry, I'm just looking at photos. I'm like, man, I love Gosei Great.
That feels like a good thing to do for our 10th anniversary, I think.
Yeah, there you go. We'll just celebrate,
Yeah, the sequels.
Yeah.
Reopen old wounds.
No, discussions 10 years later. Perfect, there we go.
It's Castranger 10 years after.
Dime, what do we think of it now, 10 years later? Still a fucking top god tier rider? Yes.
Fucking sucks!
It wouldn't be 10 years after. It'd be Castranger's 10 years going.
10 years still.
Anyways, I personally thought this was a good episode, but I feel like next episode's going to be much,
oh my god, I'm so fucking hyped! They're forming the Sentai! It's happening!
No, but I just want to say, I love that your complaint was, why is the mech named after the Sentai, but it's the other way around? They named the Sentai after the mech. Which
is, I think, just as stupid, but I kind of appreciate it a little more.
Well, no, it's like they become this united team, and they're like, King-Ohger is our legendary fucking guardian. Let's name ourselves after our fucking protector.
Yeah, but the issue,
I think that's pretty cool.
But the issue is, as it always has been, when you say the name King-Ohger, you always have to clarify if you're talking about the team of heroes or the Megazord.
The Megazord, the team, or me?
Yes!
Also, I just want to end with, I really hope we still get to see Hercules, because he ran back into the throne room. He's like, where is everyone? Your king's still here. And I'm like, oh no, he's gonna be cast out, isn't he?
It's so
now the Bugnarok are like, yeah, Shugatum is now the one kingdom where Bugnarok and humans coexist.
We're at peace now, so
our house now.
That's exactly.
Our house now.
That's exactly what I said to Sel when you and I watched the episode.
Literally, that was the vibe that I got. I was like, oh no, the House of Mouse is history.
Also, one thing that we weren't super clear on this episode is, it looks like they blew up King-Ohger Zero. Is King-Ohger Zero actually fucking destroyed?
I hope not.
They were not clear.
I hope not.
Also, did you guys just say it's our house now from House of Mouse?
Yes!
Yes.
That's what's happening.
House of Mouse was amazing.
Sorry, it took me a moment to click in for a moment, be like, oh shit, I know that.
Yeah, no, House of Mouse was fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, that's what the Bugnarok decided to do.
I will say, I feel like we're not done with Hercules. During the Zord battle, when Gira goes, and Gira being an idealist is his thing, but he talks about, like, it's the king's job to make the impossible possible, damn it! You suck because you can't do that! I'm like, that's a little unreasonable, I think. But also...
No. Hercules is going to go through his Jaime Lannister arc, where he's going to develop as a character.
So he's gonna lose his hand?
I don't have the context for that.
Certainly.
But
almost certainly.
So we get it happens a couple of times where we get this flashback of Gira and Hercules' children, and Hercules talks about how as a child he apparently had noble aspirations for being king, and Gira's like, what happened to that, Hercules? And Hercules says that was just a child's fantasy. As much as I'm not in support of Hercules developing a personality and actually possibly turning good, I feel like this is potentially the first sign that Hercules, there may be more to him than we know.
I like to think so too. Like it's gotta be. I'm trying to think.
It feels like
something where like two brothers or something. Like, you know, they were against each other, and then they finally had like a really like heartfelt moment, and then just the older brother, the evil brother, just goes, "Oh my God, you're right. I was so wrong."
I'm pretty sure that. I also
I guess no, but yes.
The opposite of Prince of Egypt?
Could it possibly be Escaflowne you're talking about? The anime I'm currently rewatching?
Steampunk Gundam? Maybe.
But Rackley's talking about how he used to have this dream of being a good king, and then saying that it was a child's fantasy makes me think that something happened to Rackley's that changed him.
Oh yeah, there's more to him that we do not know yet. Absolutely.
And as much as I'm like, damn it, I don't want Rackley's to turn good, I'm actually kind of curious to see where this goes.
Yes, good old Scorpio.
Rackley's is the Zuko of this show. Where
damn it, why did you say that? Ah! That makes so much sense!
Yeah.
Everything changed when Shugadam invaded.
Yeah. When Ragnarok invaded.
Fuck!
Lord Ozai.
Just Gira taking, just like, I took away your Ohgercalibur.
Oh my God.
I had to find the Giratar.
The Giratar.
Oh my God. All right, well, yes, fucking stellar episode.
Pretty great.
I will keep saying it, I think, every episode, but King-Ohger continues to be fucking amazing. There's not been a single bad episode.
My weeks of suffering and anguish and whining are finally over. Now let's see the rest of them. This show keeps getting better, and we're well on track to this becoming my favorite Sentai of all time.
Imagine they never do it again.
And you got your own yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, what if they just did it to shut you up, to give them money, and now they're just gonna go back to their regular scheduled program.
Only supporting my theory that John Toei listens to us.
They saw your video of your created Henshin sequence,
which they copyright struck.
Went, okay, we're gonna shut this fucking guy up. We saw his tweet. He said he'll buy an Ohgercalibur if we make a fucking stock Henshin. We'll do it. He'll give us money. That'll be the end of it.
It's so funny because the stock Henshin of Gira going into his normal form, they took that exact same animation from his first Henshin in episode 1 and just adjusted the zoom a little bit and put a different background in it.
So they even put in the minimal amount of effort to please you.
Yes.
I love it.
I literally think they did this because of you, Ichi.
You know, I don't want to be that asshole. I don't want to be that asshole, but if they ever confirmed it, that would be the most amazing thing I've ever done in my life.
You changed a Toku show.
That's better than the time where I heard YTV say, coming up next, hack sign. I post on the YTV forums telling them it's .hack sign, and it's corrected the next week.
Hey, let's go. That's awesome.
Your contributions to Toronto Basin culture is incalculable, Ichi.
This man was almost going to storm down to Chorus Entertainment to get Zix, and then Gar was like, hey, I found all of Zix on his website.
Yep.
But anyways, I'm keeping that as my personal headcanon that they literally did that to shut you up and give them money.
Well, they have my money.
Yeah, that means I get to play with them when I come over.
Yeah.
Now
I will say, just a quick tangent about the Ohgercalibur itself. It's lighter than I expected, but also so you know how on the Seiken Sword Driver the clear plastic on top of it where the lights play?
Yeah.
On the Ohgercalibur, if you didn't know what this was, you would not be able to tell that it had colorful lights in it. The material that they have on the parts where the lights are looks solid. It actually is impressive.
Wow. Cool.
You'll see what I mean when you play with it.
All right.
They're using light permeable opaque plastic.
Pretty much.
Anyways, Hercules may have been defeated, but that we have not seen the last of him. At least I hope not.
Yeah.
I love you, Hercules.
Bugger gonna kill him.
You may no longer be the true ruler of Shugadam, but you'll always be the ruler of Shugadam in my heart.
I thought you were about to say the ruler of your heart.
Just watch in the next episode, Mayor Mayhew is going to be revealed to be the Shugadam, like the Bugnarok advisor.
Yeah, that's.
And they're gonna have Hercules publicly executed, and it's gonna be really intense. And they're gonna solidify like a secret Bugnarok government featuring all the aristocrats from Shugadam, and they're all Bugnarok. Like, it's not just Mayor Mayhew, all of the aristocrats and sycophants are all Bugnarok in a long game ruse.
So I think what's going to happen is, okay, like, I know we need to talk about Geats, but like, I have a really interesting, like, kind of thing I want the show to go. So Shugadam's obviously going to be taken over by the Bugnarok, because like that's what's going to happen
now. Yeah.
So and we've already been seeing signs that the other kingdoms have been helping each other. So I feel like now that the team's going to be fully united and they're not going to be like, you know, fighting for their own self-interest, all the kingdoms are going to unite and help each other, and they will grow a huge fucking ass army to take back Shugadam and then put Gira on the throne.
That seems to be where they're going. Yeah.
Yeah. So this series will end obviously with Gira on the throne.
I mean,
because
or sorry, I just thought of something. Okay. We know the castle is going to become a Zord, right?
Yes, and a tent.
I forgot about that. Holy shit!
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, Shugadam is not the place; it's the people. And they literally just take the castle and take it somewhere else.
We're gonna pull a Thor.
Yes.
I mean, we know the Adventure Heaven movie is happening soon, and that is all about Gira ascending to the throne. So I think what's going to happen is the plot of the movie will happen where Gira actually becomes king, and then we move into a new arc of the show where Hercules has been deposed and becomes a servant of the Bugnarok. And Gira is now king of Shugadam, awakens the true power of the castle and gets it to transform, and then we move into a new stage of war against the Bugnarok with all 5 countries properly united.
Oh my god, that'd be so badass.
I give the show a giant middle finger for having you forced to watch supplementary material.
I mean, let's keep in mind that this show is targeted towards its Japanese audience, which would be able to go see the movie, as much as I agree that it sucks for fans like us. And yes, I fucking hate that I won't be able to see this movie for 6 months! And I saw the most recent trailer, and there's a shot of like the old dead first king saying Ogai Buso, which means we're gonna get a new suit of the first king of Shugadam! Cool. I'm so excited to find out what his form is.
That's gonna be cool. Anyways, King-Ohger, you continue to be amazing.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I think his suit, his form will be called Dai O Kuwagata Ohger.
It'll be bronze.
Maybe.
It'll be bronze or gold. Like that's like I'm happy Hercules has like a silver grade form, but I feel like it should have been like gold and black. That would have been awesome.
But yeah, I could see the old dead king's form being a bronze recolor, because then we've got
Ohger.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of good ideas, but we'll see what happens. And yes, he is using the Ohgercalibur 0 I saw in the trailer.
Okay.
So we'll see. Oh, I love the show.
I know, this show's pretty great.
All right, on to Geats.
Garwai.
So Samuri narrates the opening or the recap of the show while she is tied to a chair after being kidnapped by Keiwa, who is experiencing one fucking hell of a heel turn.
Yeah, let me just say right now, I love where Keiwa is right now. I love this kind of like sort of lawful evil he's kind of portraying.
See, I'm in the.
I I think it's more chaotic good than lawful evil because
yeah, chaotic good.
He's doing it for a good reason, but he's like, fuck everybody. I'm getting what I want.
Here's the thing. I'm in an equal and opposite place with this. And here's what. Hold on.
Let me say, it's becoming more and more clear by the episode that Kekara is meant to be commentary on the audience watching the show.
Sorry, I thought my thing dropped there. I heard but anyways, yeah. I'm in an equal and opposite camp on this, where I'm just like, Keiwa, no one's buying it. You're really bad at playing the villain. Like, please stop. Like, I love the idea of what he's doing, but at the same time, every single time he's doing anything where he needs to be intense or he needs to be like threatening, he is hilariously not good at it as far as I'm concerned. Like when he's dealing with Buffer, right? And we come back to the footage and he beats the crap out of him. We see Buffer get stabbed through the chest. Buffer doesn't die. That's not a killing blow. He just beats the crap out of him and leaves him on Henshin. And then it's just like, all right, so you gonna kill me or what? And he's like, no, I want you to live in shame.
I'd rather watch you suffer.
Yeah, he's like, I want you feeling bad for killing my sister, you asshole.
But that's where I just kind of go, pussy, no balls.
That was kind of my thought regarding in general with regards to the last episode ended with what looked like Keiwa stabbing Buffa clean through the chest, and then this episode starts and it's like, nope, Buffa grabbed it at the last minute and stopped it. I'm like, fuck's sake.
Well, no, I was saying last week that like I thought he just destroyed his belt so he couldn't be a rider anymore, but it's like, nah, we need Buffa in here.
That I would have probably accepted also, but no, it's none of that.
Also, I didn't realize that at the end, like near the end of the episode, like we see like Geats 9 and then like Bujin's sword or whatever, like that tycoon, and I just love like I know it's obvious, but like I love the dark and light kind of themes they're both portraying off of each other.
The dichotomy of their final forms auras.
Yes, I love it. Well, one's a shining white light, and the other one's just pure darkness.
The deepest darkness.
Yeah.
One looks like Eclipsor.
Ecliptor.
Ecliptor. Yes.
Eclipsor.
That's his monster form.
Are you telling me that doesn't sound like a Saban name?
Oh no, absolutely.
Either way. No, but every single time Keiwa is trying to be intimidating in this show, it's just like he backtrack exactly like from what he's doing. Like he never really followed like this. The end of this episode will be the first time that he really truly follows through on doing something evil and badass. Because quite frankly, just like he always sees it turn away, he's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
And then he has a talk with Neon at some point. And Neon's like, yeah, your sister like promised to like help me and stuff like that, and like it's okay. And Keiwa's like, no, I'll make sure she fulfills her promise. And she's like, what do you mean by that?
It is my ultimate goal to make sure you and my sister go furniture shopping
for your new place.
But at least now we know why Keiwa has been looking so fucking depressed in the opening the last couple of weeks, I will say. And it's neat.
Yeah, his sister died.
No, but like that shot of him being depressed was the episode before she died, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But now they've added Bujin's sword to the opening, as we've seen, as Decker posted.
Sword.
And I love Decker in the chat. Only one way to fix him. We sick the boost buckle on him.
Bunk.
I need a compilation of all of the times the boost buckle has just popped off on Keiwa.
If the boost Mark III buckle hit him, he said flying into fucking space, man.
Can you imagine Tycoon with boost Mark III?
Oh man,
that'd be awesome.
I mean, you can make it in the figure series. Yeah, so basically the crux of this episode is Keiwa gives Sumuri to Jito in order to complete her transformation into the second goddess so that he can use her power to get his wish that he's been trying to get for the last most of the show of reviving all the DGP's dead participants. But the thing that no one is asking this whole arc is, we just witnessed Ace obtain the power of creation. And yes, we've established that he's not as adept with it because he's not paying the cost of the gira of the losing participants. But should it not at least be asked of Keiwa to Ace at some point? Hey, you've got the powers of creation. Could you maybe revive my dead sister? He didn't think at some point to ask Ace if that was doable.
I think Ace is like annoying him. So like even when Ace like showed up and like he was being all smug to him, Keiwa was just like, "Fuck you."
Well, yeah, Ace is being weird to him because Keiwa kidnapped Ace's sister and is now sacrificing her to the fucking DGP staff.
Holy shit! Yeah,
it's a sister situation.
Can I just say this though? I mean, Keiwa's wish is kind of doomed to not give him what he wants. Like, it's not going to revive his sister.
No, because she is not a DGP participant.
Nor did she die during a DGP. She
exactly.
died during the Parasite Grand Prix.
What he should have said was to revive everyone killed by the Jamato. Or as
killed in relation to the Jamato, yeah.
Yeah. Because then he'd also have the bonus of bringing back his parents.
Mm-hmm.
Keiwa is not thinking.
I think
Paul, you first.
The whole point of Keiwa, as far as I've been concerned, is that he's short-sighted.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't make good decisions based on full-on thinking things through. He still blames the previous goddess of creation, even knowing that she was a victim throughout the whole thing. He can't get into his thick, stupid skull. He's expected to make stupid decisions at this point, and I'm looking forward to them having this blow up in his face, because quite frankly, as much as I love Keiwa, he's been like transparently stupid for the past little while, and
his naivete was adorable back when he was plucky and the cinnamon roll that we all felt like defending. But now that he's into his fucking emo phase, he really has to answer for his complete lack of context and awareness for what is really going on.
You want to make grown-up decisions like this, you're going to face grown-up criticism. So yes, I think Keiwa is a fucking idiot, and he has been for a very long time. We were just more willing to forgive it up until now. Yeah, exactly. But if you're going to make big boy decisions like this, then yes, you're going to face big boy criticism. And yeah, as cool as your new form is, you're a schmuck.
Yeah, but I'm all here for it, man. I love this version of Keiwa a lot.
And so does Kekara.
Oh my god, the fucking faces this frogman's been making has been incredible.
We need that one where he's like, yeah, that one of him with his mouth all ooh. We need as a fucking emote.
Cool. He's so fucking cool.
He sounds like Keiwa's got a sword up his ass. Well, yeah, it is the button sword.
Oh god. So eventually, like he gets himself to Daichi, and like he wants to fight him.
That's
and
it.
I love someone made like an actual like meme face of it. That's gonna be an emoticon in our fucking chat. But anyways, so he like goes to Daichi goes to fight him, and like. As great as this fight was, it was so good. It was so great seeing like Tycoon fucking kick his ass in. I think it would have been so much cooler if just like he Henshin, Daichi just runs at him and Tycoon just kills him with one fucking swipe.
This would,
that's how powerful he is.
It would have been so fun, so awesome if like Tycoon pulled some like Iaido fucking bullshit where like he like draws his sword out a little and then like flash. And then he's like right past him and he's cut him in fucking half.
Just sheets the little last piece of it and just bam.
Yeah, so let's talk about this chair thing. So Bujin Sword's new insert theme is called Chair, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I heard it. It's called Chair.
It's called Chair. I don't know why, but it's awesome, and it reminds me of fucking Infinite's theme from Sonic Forces.
Huh.
Now I need a music video of Bujin's sword to Infinite's theme.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah, no, I as soon as I saw that like this fight was gonna happen, I'm like, no, Daichi's gonna fucking lose.
Daichi is so dead.
You suck, Sparrow. You sucked before, you still suck now.
I will say we got more shots of that fucking tree of all the faces on it, and
let's talk about how apparently he's like putting all the dead people, Jamato people, into this fucking tree, growing like knowledge fruit, and then eating this fruit to gain their knowledge and memories. That's fucked up.
It's just Helheim again.
It's Helheim all over.
My response was, "That's a tomato. Tomatoes don't grow on trees."
And what really set Keiwa off too was he's like, yeah, I have your sister's memories. Her life's fucking boring as shit and doesn't deserve to be in my vast head of knowledge.
Your
and
sister was such a basic bitch.
He is so, like, he doesn't want anyone saying her fucking name without him just going like, I fucking dare you.
It's so interesting that he goes this hard to like in defense of Sarah, but I absolutely get no vibes that this is that kind of cis-con relationship you see in a lot of anime where he actually has like romantic feelings for her. I get none of those vibes.
No, it's not like that at all. Because it's like, it's the only family he had.
I know.
Like,
I'm just saying that
parents.
It's interesting to see a Japanese piece of media where someone fights so hard for their sibling that it doesn't secretly turn out that way. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's how a lot of hentai fucking goes. So.
Exactly. Anyway,
too far, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's
Tycoon with Mark III.
Mark III. It does not look that great.
Doesn't look good.
No. That looks bad.
So the other thing that debuted this week is Premium Kekera and Premium Beroba.
Okay, so these rider forms or not?
My first reaction was that they are because they're using the laser raise riser, but there are 2 points against that. One, they don't say Henshin, and two, Michi specifically says they are not Kamen Riders after they Henshin.
So they're like rider-likes.
They are rider-likes, like Machine Chaser or Blood Stark.
So I'll just say this: Baroba's form is awful looking. Kekera's is fucking badass.
I don't like either of them.
Kekera's.
No, Kekera's is the better of the two.
I can't tell if Kekera is supposed to be a frog or a fucking mantis, and I have no idea what's going on with Beroba's.
No, it's just like a Jamato frog thing.
Okay, I guess.
This is what a frog would look like as a Jamato.
But like, look at a close up of his helmet and tell me you don't see a mantis.
I kind of do, but I also see like the giant like frog eyes. So
yeah,
it looks like a frog.
I see it as a Jamatified version of Tycoon.
Which is kind of, which is also sort of subtly the idea, because if you remember,
in the same way that Baroba is a Jamatified version of Buffa.
Oh, you know what? Baroba also looks like a plant, like it's like a flower, because you can see like the legs are kind of like the stem, and then the rest of it's like a blooming flower.
Yeah,
that's kind of clever. I still don't like it, but that's clever.
If you remember, the laser raised cards that they use have the emblems of the rider they're supporting on the backside of them, so for their designs to have some inspirations of the rider they're supporting makes perfect sense.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just
I feel so sorry for anyone who pre-ordered this.
So like, I understand completely the choices made for these forms. I just don't like either of them.
No, I like Kekera's. Kekera's is the best one of the two.
I will say I like the voice from the laser riser when they transform. Premium Kekera, Premium Beroba.
Also, I liked when Kekera was fighting, he was just very frog-like, and I was like,
as he should be.
As he should be, yes.
And I looked up his suit actor, and I couldn't find anything.
He's a mystery.
It's just one of the Geats suit actors, probably.
It's not.
Suit actors. No, I'm not saying it's Geats suit actor specifically. I'm saying it's probably one of the suit actors from Geats.
I will say I did enjoy seeing Kekara and Baraba having human-sized forms to fight with.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I like. I like that they have humanoid forms now.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, we cut over to Samas and Jito in their process of converting Tsumuri, and she tries to resist, and then Samas pulls a gun on her. Be careful, this is the same gun that killed Niram!
The most powerful weapon in the entirety of the Devil Artemis universe. A fucking gun.
No, if you bring an actual fucking firearm into Rider, shit's serious, man.
Yeah.
And then they basically pull a fucking Mai with Tsumuri.
Oh yeah,
the fucker name wasn't Guy.
Yeah, it was Mai. They converted her to the goddess of fate, and that's basically what they're doing with Tsumuri. My first,
but she had like an inch of willpower enough to not complete the full transformation. So like she's still like creation goddess, but like she has like 10% doubt before she actually commits to what she's doing.
She still gets to be played by her actress instead of being a fucking statue.
Like it's basically like, hey, you do this thing. No, do the thing. Okay. It's just like a split second amount of doubt.
I love I'm looking in the chat and I love the commentary about Kermit the Frog, and I just look at the image of Kekara and it's like, time to commit some crimes.
Kermit the Rider here.
But like my first thought looking at Tsumuri in her like semi-awakened form is, oh no, she's gone albino.
Albinos.
So I like that Keiwa like almost fucking wants to beat his fucking ass and being like, so you're saying she's not able to complete my wish? And he's like, no, she can, she's just not fully complete.
Yeah,
she's going sassy about it.
So which basically means is, yes, she can make his world. It's just not going to be 100% what he wants, which, as we see in the preview, like, yeah.
It apparently
she's a monkey paw.
It apparently comes with a brand new outfit and haircut. As most wishes do.
Okay, but also Keiwa's fucking Game Master outfit or whatever he has. Woo!
I like it.
I like it. It's awesome.
But now it looks like the next arc is yet another game, which I guess like the Keiwa Grand Prix, the Tycoon Grand Prix.
Well, I think they said like the Apocalypse something.
They mentioned the Apocalypse game, so I don't know what the fuck Keiwa's up to now.
We got some new riders, and apparently Japan's coming back, so I'm looking forward to seeing him.
And also, we're getting the debut of Time Dad as a rider, Kamen Rider Geats, which is
with the fantasy buckle
and a helmet that is a retool of Seeker's helmet.
Yep. But yay, Timefire is gonna be a fucking rider. We wanted that since he showed up.
I'm so glad we're finally getting the fantasy buckle, and the funniest part is the armor is a repainted model of Fantasy Gamer from Exade.
Well, rip Fantasy Gamer Brave, I guess. I'm sorry, Ichi.
I mean,
well, I guess you like level 100 more. So.
Yeah. Legacy Gamer.
Yeah, Legacy Gamer. Yeah, I figure that's bad.
Yeah, it looks like we're shifting into yet another new game arc, so cool.
I was thinking about this earlier today. I remember when this show came out, and I was just really hoping, I knew they weren't going to do it, but I was really hoping that the entire show was just going to be that first game, and it was just going to run for a whole year.
I knew from the get-go it was going to be multiple games.
Yeah, but I imagine they did that. Like, imagine like Japan did become like the big villain we were wanting him to be and stuff like that. Like, that would have been awesome.
Seven in the chat posits an interesting idea. Giago is probably not going to last long, and Fantasy is probably going to be a power-up for Nago.
Yeah, it matches her helmet too. If you look at the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? It's cool. It's still cool. It's a nice suit.
Well, glad to see Nago's finally getting a fucking new form.
There we go. Yeah, like her dad's in. He's gonna be like, I know you're not actually my daughter, but I still loved you. It's gonna be that fucking generic bullshit.
Yeah. Well, anyways, good episode.
Let's go from something more dark and serious to something more fun.
So the Geats Hyper Battle video. Oh boy.
This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting.
Because we clearly haven't made enough Ryuki references, I guess.
I mean, it's the Battle Royale series, and Ryuki was the first one, so yes, you have to make a comparison.
Geats is basically just Ryuki 2.0, so...
Yeah.
It's just Ryuki, but better.
Ryuki 20 years after.
Ryuki.
Ryuki.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Reiwaki.
Ryuki, thank you.
They're all terrible.
They're all bad.
No, Reiwaki sounds like a Hibiki rider.
You're not wrong.
So it starts with Buffa being like woke up by Ace, and Ace is like, "Hey, we're gonna start our next TGP thing," and he's like, "Oh, okay," and then like it's just not what he expects.
The immediate first problem with this is the fact that we have to look at Ace wearing goddamn jorts.
But it's a reference.
I like Keiwa's
I don't care if it's a reference. It's a fashion crime.
So obviously Samuri and Neon, they're like the judges or whatever. Well, Neon's the judge, and
yeah.
like
For a second, I
Samuri's
thought that Neon was like playing in this DGP, but then it turns out she's like a guest judge, I guess.
Because she's a streamer, famous streamer. So
well, they don't really bring that up at all. She's not like streaming it.
But like that's what I like to believe is that she's like, oh, she's a celebrity. So the first thing is they're gonna sing this song and they have to lip sync it and just dance and be really fucking cute. So obviously Ace does it first. He does it okay. Michinaga does it next.
The funniest shit is Michi's fucking angry face the entire time.
I just had to give his actor like mad credit. Because that had to be hard to do that type of dancing choreography and having a serious face on the whole time. Like props. Like,
I was
applaud you.
dying laughing at his angry face while doing this kawaii dance.
And like they're like, that was good, but your face was too scary. And he's just like, my face. And then fucking Keiwa does it, and it's like the cutest fucking goddamn thing ever.
Well, yeah, he's got on goddamn ears and tail and paws.
He knew what he had to do.
I bet you that song is on an album somewhere.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Keiwa understood the assignment.
He did.
And then he gets all weird and like touchy with Michi, and he's just, stop touching me.
So yeah, so they're like Keiwa wins it. So then they go into the second round where they have to make like a nice like encouraging speech, and they have
to shout a speech from the rooftop.
So yeah, Keiwa goes first, and like Neon goes like, "Oh, Samuri might be confessing his feelings for you," and she's like, and I'm like, "Where the fuck did this come from?" And so Keiwa just goes, "Samuri, I need you to send me a schedule of the upcoming Desire Grand Prix games so I can coincide it with my part-time job. Thank you."
And like they're upset and disappointed, but let's be real, that's your fault for having expectations. You shouldn't fault him for that.
Yeah,
that's also a reasonable request.
Also, why Keiwa? And then Michinaga goes.
And let's we're skipping. I'm gonna skip ahead to the end of it. I'm gonna skip ahead to the end a little bit, but this eventually we find out this is all a fucking dream, because of course it is. But you have to, once you know that, you have to re-examine the sequence of events that we're seeing here. This is the way that Michinaga's subconscious perceives these people. That's really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Ichi Decker, just like the song.
Oh, fun.
Because Michinaga, in spite of all of the bullshit he's done and been through, he's a big softy inside. He really is.
It's really fucking far deep in there, but it is there, I guess.
Oh, he's like hardcore Tsundere, like it's not even funny.
And it's hilarious when he lets it out.
So then Michinaga goes next with his speech, and basically he just goes,
"Oh
why
my
does everyone
God.
else have fucking cool names when I got like Buffa? What happened to the low?"
Where's the law?
He's like, Geats is such a fucking cooler name.
That problem is low on the list.
You know, that whole speech that had the same energy as goddamn Apocalypse. Why do you all get the pizza while I get the crusts?
Well, I was thinking like Michinaga's speech, like about like the buffer and the low things. This was kind of like equivalent to just freaking Gentoku's just Pima,
Pima, just running down the fucking street.
And then later Ace just decides to be a smug asshole and goes, "What's going on, Lo-chan?" And he's like, "Shut up." And then Ace comes with his speech, which is the best one, and he's like, "So, regarding my title I made for myself, Stars of the Stars of the Stars. Why did I do that? It's too long."
That was my first clue that it was a dream, because Ace would never say that.
Ace would never criticize himself.
No, he loves saying Stars and Stars and Stars.
Ace would never say that. He would never be like, "That's lame. Boy, am I stupid. Why did I do that?
I dress up in jorts and a feather and dance like an adorable little kawaii boy. Whee!"
And that was my first clue that this was all in Papa's head.
And so the best part is they all fucking like agree with him, and he just goes, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you to agree with me."
Oh, also, just real quick, when Michi's speech, by the way, I had it in my head, and I have no context to frame this joke with, but I had it in my head and I had to get this out. Speechinaga.
Speechinaga. Hashtag Speechinaga. That's the name of this episode.
All right, but like, so he gives his speech about like why does my name suck while everyone else's is cool, and the crowd's response is, "Isn't it better than Ginpen?" And I'm like, wow, you're gonna flex on a dead guy?
Yeah, it's okay. His child's okay.
Better than your dead friend.
Yeah.
But
Dead friend.
It's just like, yeah, so Ace
only going to show that the Desire Grand Prix audience, aka us, thrives on savagery.
Oh yeah. It's just like, so Ace talks about how he regrets his long title of Star of the Stars of the Stars, and it's just like, well, if we change things now, it would be a problem for certain companies. And I'm like, oh my god, that's a comment on the fact that we've already printed all this merch.
Yep. So Ace obviously wins that one, and then they get to the final round, which they're like, yeah, so you have to beat this obstacle course, and if you win, it's worth 100 million points.
Completely invalidating the contest till now.
So they start, and like immediately Keiwa slips on a banana peel and he gets trapped in a cage, and he's like, wait, what the fuck, why am I in a cage? And they're like, this is one of the obstacles.
It's so funny because it's not the first time Keiwa gets put in a goddamn cage. Remember when they did the chase with Tirami?
Yeah.
Guess your cage one now.
and then like Ace goes out and he's just like, I will avenge you, Keiwa. And he's like, I'm not dead.
I'm over here.
I'm still alive.
So then they have to like catch a donut, jump up and grab a donut, which so like obviously they transform, which surprised Neon apparently. They're like, wait, they transformed to get the donuts? And she's like, yeah.
I'm surprised Geats didn't just shoot it down.
Yeah, Geats caught it with his mouth, and then I like that Buffa caught it with his horn. So that was cute.
Yeah. That makes more sense than him catching it with his mouth.
So then like Buffa gets to the final thing where it's like this like tackle tower that he has to bust down, but
the vault jump,
which obviously Gar pointed out, you can see Ouja already standing inside it.
I fucking love it. Sorry if I've been quiet this whole episode. Turns out when you've been up for
we're very hard to interrupt.
When you realize you've been up for 21 hours, your brain starts to go woo.
Well, why would you do that?
I work at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh fuck.
Shit.
But yeah. Anyways, like the King-Ohger episode, like the Geats episode, but my favorite thing has to be the hyper battle video, mainly because it's come to my theory that whenever they do something Ryuki related, they don't half-ass it.
Oh no.
No.
They use the full enormity of Ouja's fat ass.
Yeah, well, that's why they used Ouja's original suit actor, which is like props to them. Even though he's.
I mean, like think of it this way: when they did Decades tribute for Ryuki, brand new rider altogether.
Yeah, abyss.
Whenever they do anything relating like the Zio arc for Ryuki, not only did they give us Mirror Ryuki, they also gave us Ryuga with Ryuki, also a mini series featuring almost the majority of the original cast.
Yep.
And
Ryuki gets
and a guy getting stabbed with a steak knife.
Ryuki gets a lot of props from the show, from the producers.
Well, like it's definitely
like you get this. A free DVD with the magazine that you buy. With like they go to town with this stuff with Ryuki. It's like of course Ace he apparently stole the V buckle. I almost called it
the V buckle.
Yeah,
the V buckle from Keiwa. He's like, right, I got that from Shinji-san. And I'm like,
confirming that this happens after the Battle Royale movie.
And when Buffa sees Ouja, he's like, I remember you, asshole.
Also, can I just point out that the Geats Ryuki form is actually really fucking good?
Oh, I love it.
It's so nice.
And yes, Ouja's, like, Buffa's Ouja form is just him wearing the Ouja suit, but it's like, it's so damn good.
I think both of their suits, like, considering that what they are, that they're just, like, Legend Rider forms, I think they get the job done.
That's a nice Blu-ray cover.
Mm-hmm.
All 13 boys on there, and one girl. Yeah, I love that it's for the Ryuki show. They still show Fom on there and Verde, even though they weren't in the show.
They're still counted as the 13 riders.
Well,
but anyways,
this poster is specifically for the talk event. It says.
Yeah.
But you know what what we are missing? I think.
What?
The alternatives.
It's hard to really count them.
I know. I'm being a shit.
But one of my favorite things in this whole thing is like Ace goes behind the box. Buffer runs up. Where are you? Hi, I'm a rider. Howdy.
Yeah, give me that.
Like I was walking around later, before we started recording. I'm like, okay, what's the joke that I can do? You know what? I'm going with the Toy Story joke.
So,
yeah. Are you talking about the bit where like he pulled the strike fin hand out from behind the box?
Yes.
That was the funniest. I love it. Thanks, Draggy.
But the best part, you know what? Scratch that. Best part of all, Michinaga and Ace recreate Shinji and Ouja's freaking finishers.
Yeah, that was rad.
He does like the kick.
I was kind of hoping that we'd see Geats do the full like Ryuki wind up, or like he's jumping up and then like he cuts behind Drag Rider and he's at a completely different angle.
I always love that, the
right?
Ryuki kick. I always love that.
It makes no sense, but I love it.
So
I can't remember. Was the Ouja buckle the exclusive to the DVD?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like you hear like Ryuki strike, and then it just goes strike.
Yeah, they didn't bother programming an Ouja sound in the Desire Driver.
Yeah, I was thinking about that this morning. I'm like, why did they only say Ryuki? Oh, right, title riders.
Yeah.
So then they race towards the goal, and of course Buffa wins in the photo finish because he wins literally by a horn, which is awesome.
Which is hilarious.
So he becomes the King Star, like the star of the star of the star. King Star.
The King Star.
And here's where I figured out that it was a fucking dream, because Michinaga was getting way too happy, and Ace goes in for a hug with him. And that's when I was just like, if this is a dream, I'm gonna fucking lose it. And he wakes up and it's a dream, and I was just like, yeah.
Paul and I were watching this last night, and we see Michi start being all happy and celebratory, and then the hug happens, and immediately we're like, this isn't real.
This is not real.
Also,
I just kept thinking back to that moment in South Park where like Randy Marsh was imagining himself averting a natural catastrophe. It's like, you did it, Randy. We love you, Randy. Make love to me, Randy, please.
Wow.
No, it's like, funny enough, You know what that also relates to? The whole dream thing?
Dallas.
No, aside from that, the Ryuki Hyper Battle video, which was also all a dream.
Oh, right! one of Ryuki's 4 different endings.
Where he teamed up with Agito for some reason.
Oh my god.
But I just fucking love, like, the police officer wakes up, it's like he's on a park bench on Toei roof.
On a roof. I love they went full trope that they combined 2 tropes of sleeping on a bench and being on a roof.
And then he's like, but I was the King Star. I beat Ace. No!
Oh no! When they go for the photo finish, Paul's gonna hate me for this. First thing that popped in my head was Little Rascals. Won by a hair.
And then as Michi is screaming in despair because it's all a dream, we pan down to the bench and see the Ouja buckle. And then, of course, we're prompted to think, was it?
No, it was a dream.
No, I'm just over here being like, I can't wait for Outsiders to be done so we can actually talk about it.
I'm so excited for Kamen Rider Zane! I love the design!
Yeah, it looks really good.
Listen, at the end of this Hyper Battle video, it's clear that we were meant to just imagine the Curb Your Enthusiasm ending credits playing after.
That's going on the Castranger album.
So, the moral of the story is Michinaga may not ever be happy.
Nope.
Wait, so
Definitely won't.
So does that mean Michinaga in his subconscious wanted to fight Ouja again?
I guess.
I mean, also, they are both edgy purple riders.
Who have committed murders.
I love the mirror shot with Ouja.
Yeah.
Like the cracked mirror. He's just like, oh.
It's kind of his thing.
I'm a sucker for Ryuki.
We know.
Well, also remember too, Ryuki is like super popular in Japan. Like, remember, like they did Dragon Knight, and then they dubbed it in Japanese with the original cast.
Yep.
I still need to watch Dragon Knight.
It's good. I enjoyed.
We need to watch Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight has a slow start to get really good, but overall, I enjoyed Dragon Knight more than Ryuki.
Well, again, next year's 10 years. We already talked about the first 3 episodes, so maybe we'll talk about some more older topics that we've already discussed.
Yeah.
But they say Kamen Rider.
I know.
It's a lot. It's a lot to get past.
And their Henshin sequence sounds like a fucking blender.
It's a lot to get past, but once you get past it, the plot that happens actually gets pretty good.
You're here for Kamen Rider Strike, Torque.
Paul, if you want to hear them say Henshin, you have to go to their Power Morphicon panel from 2009. Like someone handed them the V buckles. It's like, ready? Henshin.
Nice.
Everyone fucking loses it.
So anyways, this Hyper Battle video was fun as shit, and I was very happy I watched it.
Yeah.
The last one I remember actively watching was Fies, so this was a lot of fun.
Oh God, that was like 20 years ago, Paul.
I haven't watched a Hyper Battle video since Kamen Rider Fies.
The Keiwa one's really good.
I've probably said this before. But the Hyper Battle video from Fies was the first Fies thing I watched, so that convinced me to watch Fies.
I mean, I watched Fies because Paul was like, "Here, I have all Fies on DVD."
But yes, like Lane said, the Keiwa one, that one's still my favorite.
Exercise.
Poker face.
Makinasai, Henshin Belto, Makinasai.
You know what? I think this may take the cake for my favorite Hyper Battle video.
All right.
Huh. You know what? That's a theme month we should do. Hyper Battle video month.
Oh,
I like the Kabuto one. Surprise, surprise.
Surprising no one.
The Zectors talk.
Yeah, and when we finally get Hyper Gattack.
Yeah.
Hyper Gattack, one of the coolest fucking forms ever, and it was non-canon shit.
I love Hyper Attack.
Mm-hmm.
I consider it canon. But that's in my.
I mean, it's in the realm of it's possible for Gatak to do it, but Tendo would never let him.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's my power up, bitch. Fuck you.
Hyper only works with Tendo canonically, yes.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of Castranger for another week. Very good episodes on both shows. An amazingly entertaining special. Just a kick-ass week to be a Toku fan in general.
We've been going through a bit of a tokusance, and it's been great.
Yeah.
All right, well, Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger, and it looks like our feature topic for next week is... No!
I think I know what it is. No, you gotta do the Gira laugh.
It's Dawn Brothers versus Zenkaiger!
Oh, fuck yes.
Since we're all going to be in the same room together,
I mysteriously have things to do.
No, you don't know. Paul, you are going to experience your first sample of Avatar Sentai Dawn Brothers.
I've seen episodes of Dawn Brothers.
No, but you're gonna see them post-show.
I'm sure I have something to do.
Come see me.
In the stove oven wash.
I have a doctor's appointment at the dentist.
I left the baby in
the oven.
The microwave. I put a baby in the microwave.
I left the baby in the driveway, and it's gonna take me a week.
I left my washer in my dryer.
And I can't take life anymore.
You know what? I'm excited for this movie alone, just because A, Dawn Brothers, B, I get to see my boy Master Kaido Zenkaiser Black again. So
I feel like the kid who, like, when Meg Griffin asked him to prom, he was like, "Hold on, I need to shoot myself with a nail gun."
Sorry, I'm sick that day.
Decker, trust me, I am 100% fully aware. I know everything because I wanted to find out. I'm still excited regardless.
I've already watched it, so
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but I wanted to know the question about fucking Zenkaiser Black.
Don't tell me, but
I'm not gonna say anything, but like I know.
I'm glad. I am happy. Let's wrap this episode up because I need to go watch the newest episode of Ultraman.
Yeah, we need to go watch Ultraman.
All right. Well, thank you all once again. I want to actively shout out our current Patreon followers. That would be Blaze, Armorhide, Sentai VT, and Mike Harper. Thank you for continuing to support us. And you too can be in this mention if you join our Patreon.
Yeah, Jerry. I'm kidding.
Jerry. But as always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podme.com. From there, you can find not only our Patreon, our Discord server, Facebook, Twitter, merch store, all of our cool shit. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome.
I love you, Jerry.
It's been a super fun week to be a Toku fan, and it's time to suffer next week.
Yeah, hey, you know what the best part is? We get to suffer all together in person. So.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Oh, this is... I get to... You know what, Ichi? This will be the first time, I think, in a while that I'll get to see, or at all, you... cringing at Dawn Brothers in
live.
Live.
I think the last time was when we talked about Beyond Generations.
Oh God.
I don't remember that episode. I just started laughing. Ichi was like, we just started recording. Why are you laughing?
So bad.
All right. Well, thank you all once again, and we will see you next week.
On this thing that we're doing. Wait. Can't do that.
No.
I love 7 and... Did you get the King-Ohger stock Henshin? Yes. What did it cost? Dawn Brothers.
No, it's Dawn Brothers.
Dawn Brothers.
Dawn Brothers. There we go.
Dawn Brothers.
All right. Bye.
Bye.